My name's Linda, and I'm going to show you how to master the Pilates Ab Series. My name's Linda Magid, and I am the owner of Pilates for Real Bodies, an online mat Pilates studio. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to master the Pilates Series of 5. The Series of 5 is 5 exercises for the core. You do them 5 times each. And they look pretty basic and maybe something you've done in another format. However, because it's Pilates, of course it's more complicated than that. And I'm going to show you exactly how to get the most out of each move and how to do them as accurately as possible. But first, before we do that, I want you to subscribe to my channel. When you subscribe, you know every time I drop a new video. And I have all kinds of videos on my channel. I have master series on how to do every move with the most precision that you can. I also have videos that are just Pilates classes, and I have interviews with exercise and fitness experts so that you can get the most out of your fitness practice. All right, let's get started with our series of 5. First, you need to know these exercises are typically done with the head up and off the floor. Now, that is impossible for everybody. So you can keep your head down the entire time. However, you may not be able to drop your legs as close to the floor as you normally would, because with your head laying down, you're not engaging those upper core muscles nearly as much. So just be careful that while you're doing it, you're really holding that scoop and imprint. And if you don't know what the scoop and imprint is, I have a whole video on that you can watch. But make sure you're holding your scoop and imprint and your back is nice and flat against the floor. Don't let it lift up. A few things to know about the series of 5. They're intended to be done each one 5 times each only. And that's really all that you need. You don't need more than that, because if you're doing a Pilates class, you're going to be doing a lot more core and you don't want to blow out your core muscles on this one series. Also, the main thing is that you want to keep your head up, and you want to keep it up at the same height the whole time. You want to keep it from bobbing up and down. You want to keep it from dropping, and you want to always look at your belly button. Don't look at the ceiling. Don't look at your feet, because that is going to have you drop the head back and put a lot of strain in that neck. How I'm going to show you is, first I'm going to talk you through each exercise by itself. Then I'm going to show you examples of what to do and what not to do so that you can compare them, because the differences can be very subtle. And then we're going to do the whole series of 5 at the end together, so that way you can practice it while also getting my cueing. The first exercise in series of 5 is single leg stretch. So let's lay back. And you're going to start with that scoop and imprint, pressing that spine into the floor. Lift the head up, knees come up towards your head, and your head comes up, you're looking at your belly button. So you're not taking those hands and pulling those knees in as hard as you can. The legs are just resting up at the top, okay? Really, you're trying to resist lifting. You see I'm lifting my booty up off the floor? You don't really want to do that. You're trying to keep your spine nice and long. You bring one leg in, one leg out, and you pull, pull. And then you switch, pull, pull. So one of the mistakes people make is that they start pulling before that leg is long. So if you watch this example of the difference between completing the move and then pulling, or pulling while you're completing the move. So why is that important? It's important because you're trying to keep the bottom leg from bouncing. So that way you're getting into that nice long stretch, straight leg stretch, and then pulling the leg in without your upper body or your leg bouncing while you do it. Let's watch that again. Doing it correctly, in, pull, pull, and in, pull, pull. So now I'm not just focusing on the pulling, I'm actually thinking about this leg and I'm watching it. Am I bouncing? And also that my upper body isn't bouncing. That is single leg stretch. So next is double leg stretch. Same idea. You're not wrenching those knees in towards your chest. They're just coming in towards your chest, and you're going to extend your legs. I'll show you two options. Legs are in, hands are on your shins. Option one is arms just come forward, legs kick out. The other option is taking your arms overhead and swinging the arms around. One problem that people have is once they bring the arms back, they start to drop the head. So here you can see one where it's correct, where the head is staying up, and the other where the head is dropping. Why does the head drop? Because you're adding weight to your upper body. When you bring your arms back, that's adding weight. And so the body wants to drop down, but I want you to stay up the whole time. Okay? And then the legs are just simply extending out and pulling back in. Again, don't wrench. Let them just come in, keeping that spine nice and long. The next one is single straight leg stretch. This one people tend to really like, but they tend to be a little lazy with it. That's what I find anyway. So your legs come up, take your hands around one calf, maybe one thigh, depending on your ability, and you're going to drop one leg and then pull. Same idea as straight leg stretch. You don't pull until that bottom leg is where you want it to be, and you also don't want it to bounce. Okay? The incorrect side, I am pulling the leg toward me before the bottom leg is done moving and I'm bouncing, and the other side I'm staying still. This is what's so great about Pilates, and what's key about Pilates is you're moving, but you're trying to keep another part of your body nice and steady and strong and stable. Okay? And you're looking forward. People tend to want to look up at their feet. What's happened to my neck? Getting all that strain. Really trying to stay focused on my belly button as I do it. Okay? Next one, double straight leg stretch. I'm going to put my head down while I talk, but when you do it, you're going to be up and you're going to support your head. So one of the things that people kind of go into automatic mode, because this is an exercise that people tend to do in other classes, this kind of thing, is they drop the legs down, and then when they lift the legs back up, they lift them over more toward their head. And you see what happens here? My booty is lifting up off the floor. That means momentum is pulling the legs up. When you take those legs down, I want you to take them down and then take them back up right over your hips. Okay? That means you have to control them coming forward. And if you watch my video about the 6 surprising benefits of Pilates, you'll know control is one of the benefits of Pilates. So I'm thinking about that movement. Definitely look at your belly button. You flex down, take it up, and flex down and take it up. Now just watch the difference between the two, where you're controlling the legs coming up and you're not controlling the legs coming up. The last one is Criss Cross. I have a lot to say about Criss Cross. Criss Cross is one of those exercises that everybody thinks they know how to do, but people tend to have really bad form. So imagine I'm laying back on the floor. What people tend to do is they have their hands behind their back, and when they twist, they take the elbow forward and then they round the head down. Okay? So this is everything that does not work in Pilates. You're wrenching the head into a funny position. You're using the elbow to compensate for the actual work in your obliques that you're trying to accomplish. I don't want you to do that. What I want you to do is I want you to think about the collarbone coming to that knee. So if you put your hands behind your head and open your elbows, I can barely see my elbows in my peripheral vision. That's where I want them to stay. And I'm going to twist collarbone to the knee and lift. So what's happening with my spine? My spine is twisting in the lower to like mid back, but everything from mid back up into my skull is staying nice and long and pretty much straight. And that's what I want you to do. So again, the difference is this where I'm twisting my neck, which is not good, and this where I'm lifting. Okay? And you can even try that little exercise if you want. Now I'm going to show you how to do the move on the floor. So your head is up, knees are in. You're going to extend one leg and twist, and then twist. Now another thing is, watch my hips. See how my hips aren't lifting up? Go ahead and watch the difference between the correct form and the incorrect form. Incorrect form, I'm twisting my head, I'm bringing my elbow up, and I'm twisting my hips. The correct form is my hips stay stable, and I'm using the move to twist through my spine, but leave my neck nice and long. If you think about it, that move is so much like spine twist, okay? The difference is we're not lifting, I'm not lifting forward, but I'm twisting in my upper body. So you can use the spine twist to make your crisscross even better, which again is the amazing thing about Pilates, because all the exercises are related. Now that you've got all that, let's do it. Let's do the whole thing together. Knees are toward the chest, hands are resting on the leg, looking at your belly button. Take one leg in, pull, pull, and switch. Pull, pull. Focusing on the belly button, focusing on a nice strong leg. One more time. Double leg stretch. Breathe in and breathe out. Focusing on that head, keeping it up. Single straight leg stretch. Don't look at your feet. It's really normal to take those eyes, because your hands are going up to your legs to lift up your eyes, but that's going to hurt your neck. Double straight leg stretch. Criss cross, elbow back. And relax. And that's it. That's how to master the series of 5 or the ab series in mat Pilates. If you want to know how to master more mat Pilates exercises, I've got more of those videos on my channel. And if you want to work out with me, which I would absolutely love, you can contact me at my website, which is in the description of this video. And you can work out right here on YouTube. You don't need another app. You don't need to learn any new technology. You just sign up with my studio, and then I give you the links for private videos that you can watch anytime you want, work out anytime you want. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time.